Hello everybody and welcome to another tier list video. That's right, I'm back for more. See, previously I have ranked all of the Danganronpa characters, I've ranked all of the FNAF characters, and I've ranked all of the supernatural characters, that's right. And this time, I think it's only fair that I rank my latest obsession, which I have just finished, is all of Steven Universe. That's right, I've done it. A couple days ago, I just finished Steven Universe Future, and I've seen all of the original 5 seasons of Steven Universe. I've seen the movie, and I have seen Steven Universe Future, and it's time to rank these guys. It looks like this list has like variants of the characters. Like right here, there at the bottom, there are 3 Stevens, and I don't really see a need to rank 3 separate Stevens. I could argue to rank both Steven Universe from, I guess, the movie and future, sort of, and then also the original 5 seasons separately. But honestly, I don't want to do that because to me that's kind of discrediting the fact that this Steven, the latest version of him, came from this Steven, and like they are one person in my humble opinion, and I'd rather just not rank them separately. If I'm going to rank them, I am going to do it based off of one character, how their character has like changed and evolved over time. There are certainly going to be some spoilers, so I don't know. But Steven in general, I mean, main character Steven, I think just has to go in S tier. Maybe we'll bump him up to the best, but I'm not sure yet. We'll have to see where things go. I think I'm gonna get through all of S tier and then figure out this later on. I would, however, like to rank the Steven Universe Pink Diamond Corruption monster separately, because while this is Steven, it's like it's a monster, and I think it's different enough where I feel comfortable ranking it separately. And as for the corruption, I think it's gonna be in A tier because that episode is just heartbreaking, and really all of Future is truly devastating to watch because of what Steven goes through, and this guy is a really good representation of that. I don't want Steven to suffer, mind you, but I do appreciate that they actually gave him the time to have to deal with his trauma. Amethyst is great. She is one of the crystal gems. How do I feel about you? I feel like most people would probably put all of the crystal gems, at least the main 4, in S tier, but I kind of feel like Amethyst is A tier. I don't dislike her, I love her, but I think in the beginning seasons, she's not utilized as well as she could have been, so I think I'll stick with her in A for now. Hey everyone, I'm interrupting this video to say please go watch my 11-year anniversary video. It's good, put a lot of effort to it, it's pretty fun, I think. Thank you. And next we got Pearl. Pearl is also A tier to me. I think I feel similarly about Amethyst and Pearl. They are obviously very different people, but like of the crystal gems, those 2 are not my favorite. Not that I don't like them, they're in A tier, I still really love them, but they're not like my favorite of the bunch, you know? And of course we have Garnet. Garnet, ba-da-da-da-da, S tier. Maybe even above Steven, but I can't, these 2 are very much basically should be one and the same for me, because Garnet is just Garnet just shows so much love and affection toward people, and I just love her, and also she is the embodiment of gay, so how could I not put her up in S tier? Ruby and Sapphire. These are the two that make up Garnet. Alright. I really love these two. Again, I love that they're gay. I love that they become Garnet. I love that they have their individual personalities. I think the whole wedding arc is some of my favorite stretch of episodes, and it's just so cute, and I can't turn them down, but I will put them in A tier right next to each other where they belong. However, let it be known on the record that Ryan prefers Ruby over Sapphire, okay? I'm sorry if that upsets anyone. Alright, Spinel. This is the villain from the movie. She was Pink Diamond's friend, and well, you know, she left her behind because Pink Diamond is wasn't the best person. She tried, but sometimes not enough. And Spinel, I appreciated that Spinel was kind of one of like the only villains that didn't just be like, okay, I'm actually good friends with Steven. I'm best friends with Steven now. And like, because almost everyone eventually ends up going to that point. And Spinel is, yes, I think you would be considered friends, maybe more acquaintances with Steven at the end of it. But I'm glad that like her pain and resentment and trauma and anger wasn't just resolved like instantaneously. So I do like that about her. I like that she's kind of like a rubber hose, kind of goofy little character for a lot of the time, but also she's like a little annoying. So I think she's gonna be my first B tier of the day, and I think that that's fair to say. Next up we have Jasper, and Jasper is she is a villain. She's not like the biggest threat, but she is interesting, and I like that even in future she's not real, like she doesn't like become like the perfect person, so to speak. She's still flawed, and she still has like her own way of being that maybe isn't understood by everyone else, but like is still fair, and you know, it's like you can't change like fundamentally who you are. I mean, you can, but I don't know. I don't think I really cared that much for Jasper. I think she's okay, but she's more middle. She's like C tier for me. For me, one of the most like compelling things about Jasper wasn't really to do with her. It was the fact that, spoiler, Steven shatters her at one point, and again, that was more just like, okay, Steven is seriously fucking traumatized and doesn't know how to deal with his emotions. And then, but like it didn't really have to do with Jasper as much, so I'm gonna say C tier. Peridot. No questions, please? Okay, I'll answer a few questions. I love Peridot. Peridot is one of my favorite characters from Steven Universe, period. That's the end of discussion. I love her so much. I love that she's I think it's fair to say that she's probably, you know, neurodivergent, and she's just like she just has so much like love and affection towards at the end of everything. Her character development is impeccable. I love Peridot. She's funny, she's caring. I don't need to say more. Lapis Lazuli, I really wish that we got more of Lapis, because Lapis, when she was first introduced, I was like, oh, Lapis is going to be one of my favorite characters for sure. And I wasn't necessarily wrong about that, but she also, like, she has a lot of trauma, but I wish that we got to see more of her. I wish that we got to see her actually go through more of her not acceptance, but like more of her like actually struggling with being like, okay, these crystal gems, everything else, you're fine, instead of just being like, I'm here for one episode to have a little bit of character development and then I'm going away. and then I'm coming back for another episode, and then I'm going away. And like, I wish we got, like, Peridot, we got, like, a whole, basically, series of her just, like, evolving. I wish we got that with Lapis, and I think she deserves it, but because we didn't see as much of her, I think, sadly, I have to put her in B. I think, realistically, she deserves to be an A, but I wish we got more of her. And then we got, Bismuth. Bismuth, I think, is an interesting character because she's brought out in this, like, episode that's longer length, and she's like, yeah, I tried to give Rose Quartz a shattering machine, and she turned me down, and then she bubbled me. And then then Steven does the same, and she comes back later for Garnet's wedding. I do think she's a fun character. I do think she's great. I don't know if she's quite A tier for me, but she is certainly, like, very high up there. I think probably B tier, just below Lapis. Alright, this is Stevonnie, the fusion between Steven and Connie. It looks like this is specifically from the Rollerblade episode. I love Stevonnie. I think it's, I don't know, I always like seeing fusions, which I think most of the Steven Universe fandom can agree on. I don't know how much I love Stevonnie. I really do like her, but like, it's hard to quantify, honestly. And I genuinely kind of think that, like, probably B tier? I really like her, though. Or they. I really like them. I think maybe I'll put you above Corruption, Steven. Alright, Rose Quartz. The trauma mom. Oh boy, oh goodness, oh. What do I say about you? I love you, but I also hate you, and I think that's how Steven probably feels a lot of the time. And God, you were such a fun character. If you haven't watched the show and you're like, wait, hold on, what? These two are one and the same. Rose Quartz is Pink Diamond, and that was like the major twist, and I did not know that, and when that happened, I was like, what? I think that Rose and Pink Diamond are honestly a great representation of, like, familial and like generational trauma and how that gets passed down. I'm gonna put Rose above Spinel, and even though Pink Diamond is the same, we don't really know that it's whatever. Blue Diamond is no. I think Yellow Diamond is the first one we're introduced to, but Blue Diamond is the one that cries and is sad over Pink Diamond's death. I like that Blue Diamond does actually stick up for Steven in the end and believes in him. I'm gonna put her here. Yellow Diamond is the more aggressive of the two, but also her, like, she loves Blue so much, and I think that they are great at showcasing what it's like to be part of a dysfunctional family. I think Yellow might be down here. You're probably thinking right now, wow, Ryan, this list is really top heavy. And you're right. You're absolutely correct. I'm going to like a lot of these characters because they're all very well designed. White Diamond is so fucking scary. The fact that she can control gems, and then she fucking rips out Steven's gem, and White Diamond is a dictator, fucked up the universe, fucked up a lot of gems. I'm gonna have to put you down in C tier, I think. I like White Diamond as a character. I don't think I would like her that much as an individual. Greg Universe! Good old dad! I think that he's a good character. I think that he kind of failed a little. He failed at being a dad in a lot of ways, but he also succeeded at being a dad in a lot of ways. And so he's a complicated one, but I think he cares so deeply about Steven that it's truly, truly beautiful. And I'm gonna put him here. Lars of the Stars. Okay, so this is Lars after he dies. Steven brings him back to life and he's pinkified. But Lars, I think I was really excited about Lars because I was expecting great character development from him, and then he mostly got it, but really he kind of only got the character development. It was either at the beginning or the back end of season 5, and I wish that we saw him a little bit more after that character development really like peaked. And we didn't, but I still love him nonetheless. And I was shocked. I thought him and Sadie were going to be end of the line, but they were not, and that scared me, just like it scared Steven. But I do really enjoy Lars, and I think Lars I like more than those ones. Sadie, I love Sadie. I think that much like Lars, she has great character development, becomes part of Sadie and the... Is it Sadie and the Killers? But Sadie, I think, is another great character, and I like her maybe a little bit more than Lars. Yeah, I'll just put her there. Okay, so this is Connie, and Connie goes in S tier. I don't care what you say. I think Connie is amazing and incredible. Not above these three, but I do really like Connie, and I'm glad that Steven and Connie are able to sort of eventually talk things out and figure things out. Lion! Lion is adorable and I love him, but he is also just a lion. He's a cute little lion, and honestly, I like him more than Rose. Pumpkin. This is a pumpkin dog that Steven makes for Peridot and Lapis, and it's just a pumpkin dog. And I'm just gonna put him down in C tier. Oh, centipedal, but this is centipedal, but when she becomes human, I suppose, or not human, but non-corrupted. I love that they're able to find a way to help the corrupted gems, and I love the centipedal is the way that is a showcase of Steven's deep care for all things, and just like, no, we can fix them. We have to fix them if we can. And Centipedal is kind of a representation of that, but also like it's kind of a meh. Like, I don't know if she ever really talks. So I like her, but I don't know. I'll probably just put her here. Opal is the fusion between Pearl and Amethyst, and is... this is the giant woman, right? From the famous song Giant Woman. The sad thing is a lot of the crystal gem fusions are kind of just one-offs, and they show up and they have like a fun little episode, and then you don't really see them again, or if you do, it's barely. And Opal is one of those things. And I like Opal, but honestly, kind of forgettable. Sugilite is the garnet and amethyst fusion, and once again, very similar to Opal. So here you go. Is this when they all combine? I think this is the fusion of all of them. I don't remember. Alexandrite? Question mark? Theoretically, I feel similarly, and I'll just put her here. I don't remember this fusion. That's how forgettable she is. So I'll put you in I don't remember you. This might be Rainbow Quartz, but the one between Pearl and Rose, I don't fully remember. So I'll put you here. This is Sardonyx, Pearl and Garnet's fusion, and I feel the same. She has more character than the rest of them, so I will just rank her higher. Okay, these are the two pearls. This is Blue Diamond's Pearl. This is Yellow Diamond's Pearl. I like Blue Diamond's Pearl better, And yellow diamonds can be in D tier. My first be D tier. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, this is the Ruby Brigade. Hey, okay, let's just get you all on the board so we can think about you properly. All right, here we go. The only two that really stick out to me are Eyeball and Navy. So these two can go here and the rest can go down here, and I don't really care about these four. These two are at least unique enough for me to rate them higher. This is Corrupted Jasper, I believe, and it was sad when it happened, but I don't think I care super a whole lot about this specific thing as its own individual. This is, I forget what her name is, but she's in charge of the human zoo that Pink Diamond set up, and she's very forgettable E tier. This is, oh, I don't remember what your name is. Is it, I think this is meant to be the fusion of these two, right? I forget what they are, though. It's a cute little thing that happens in the episode when Steven gets kidnapped into outer space, taken to Homeworld alongside Lars for trial. So I'll just put them here. This is Aquamarine. She's the villain that is in charge of getting Steven, not looking for Steven, but ends up taking Steven to trial for Homeworld, and I don't know why, but I didn't love you as a villain or a character. So honestly, I think I'll just put you here. These are the lawyers. I don't remember what gem they are, but these are the lawyers that are in charge of defending and not defending Steven at trial. This is the good one. This is the bad one. These two, they were once again forgettable. I think I liked you enough to say you get to go in up here in D tier, and then you can go in E tier, but above everyone. I guess. Now that I think about, I want to put you up in C tier. Sorry. Oh, what's your name? Ruite. Something ite. Rutile. That's what you are. I don't know why, but I love Rutile. Rutile, again, was just one of those characters that's not really here for long at all. She's part of Lars of the Stars' team, but I really liked Rutile, and I'm going to put you right below White Diamond. I don't remember what you are, but you're the off-color. Part of the off colors. You are the one that is on Lars of the Stars team, but also you're just kind of, you're there to be comedic relief, and it was like funny maybe the first 2 or 3 times, and then after it was like, okay, all you have is one joke to being here, and that's you know, it's okay, I'll put you down here. I like you, you're a fusion. I don't know how memorable you are to me. I think I'll probably put you here. I'm gonna put you here because you were less memorable. I forget what fusion you are, but you're the really big one that's like 6 different gems fused together, and I think you're cute in concept, but also the slow speaking, again, is played as a joke. Is just like, okay, it's kind of annoying. I like you still, but it's a little annoying, so I'm gonna put you here. This is the cluster. I love that the cluster actually comes back in later instances of the show and or the movie, and helps Steven because he helped them. And this, I think it's a cool little concept, and I'll put the cluster right here. More of you. You were more memorable, so I'll put you here. You were more memorable, so I'll put you here. You were more memorable. Some of these I actually remember a little bit. You didn't really have a voice, but I liked your design. The Heaven and Earth Beetles, I guess, can go here. I guess. We have the The rose quartzes, they were actually rose quartzes as opposed to the rose quartz, which was who was actually Pink Diamond. I mean, it's a fun episode, but it's literally one episode that they show up. I think they're in the same vein as the rest of the RWBY gang, where it's like, yeah, I mean, you're okay. I suppose you're here. You're whatever. I know who you are. You're just a piece of the wall. Honestly, go down here. I don't care. You're just a wall. All right. This is Smoky Quartz, the fusion of Steven and Amethyst, and I thought Smoky Quartz was pretty cool. I think I'll put Smoky here. Yeah, now this is Rainbow Quartz, but this is specifically Steven and Pearl. And I didn't like you as much as Smoky, but I do think you probably deserve to be in B tier, so I'll put you there. This is Sunstone, this is Garnet and Steven, and once again, I'll just put you in B tier. Now this is Obsidian, this is the fusion of Steven, Garnet, Pearl, and Amethyst. And it was cool to see them finally fuse in like a climactic finale, sort of Steven Universe, is when they're fighting White Diamond. But it was honestly extremely underwhelming. It was just like, oh, like I think they really wanted to get all the fusions in that last episode, but it was like, oh, you kind of rushed it though. I get that you wanted to get them in, but it was just boring, you know. I honestly would put you down here. Okay, this is a weird one because this is the fusion between Steven and his dad, and I don't know why, but you just like creep me out. It was weird hearing a very suave voice actor and singer play him. I was like, whoa. After listening back to the song, it's like, okay, it does actually make sense, but it was in the moment I was like, oh mama, what just happened? And I don't know why, but I didn't love you because you creeped me out a little bit, and I'm going to put you down here. Vidalia is I'm gonna rate them the older version of Vidalia, just because that makes sense to me. Onion's mom, Amethyst's friend, showed up a couple of times. Here. This was like Greg Universe's manager in that one episode, and then he never appeared again, and honestly, terrible. Going F tier, buddy. Sour Cream. I like Sour Cream. He's a fun guy. He's cool. He's a little nice. I'll put him above Lion, actually, I think. Yeah. I don't know how people feel about Onion. I don't really love Onion that much. I think it's especially weird come Steven Universe Future when Onion hasn't changed at all, but Steven is 2 years older. I also didn't like Onion in the beginning to really begin with. I'm like, he's a weird little guy, which some people love, but to me, he was just a weird little guy that was there to create filler episodes, and I was like, I don't care that much about these specific filler episodes. So it's like, you're better than Aquamarine, but I didn't love you much. You should go here though, I guess. Honestly, you can go down here. This is I don't know what your name is, but you're the dad of Onion. Your Onion's dad. You're Vidalia's boyfriend, husband. I don't know, and you were barely there, so. You're forgettable. Sure. Alright, we got Nanafwa, who becomes the mayor eventually, and I liked her. She was pretty cool. I'll put her below Smokey, but above these two. Kofi Pizza is the son of Nanafwa, but is less interesting and less likable. So here. Okay, this is Kiki. Kiki I really like Kiki. Kiki was kind of like not the cool one, but like still I really liked her. Not that she wasn't cool, but she was not labeled as one of the cool kids. And I really like Kiki. I think I'll just say Kiki can be next to Nanafua. And Jenny I didn't like as much as Kiki, but she can still go here. Mr. Friedman, I don't know. I like you more than Onion. You're about the same as Kofi. Ronaldo was so annoying for a lot of episodes. I don't know why, but it was just the fact that Ronaldo, of all the characters, got I assume it was because of the voice actor, right? Like for instance, Petey, I could tell that he wasn't brought back as often because the voice actor wasn't available, right? But Ronaldo got back so often that it just became kind of obnoxious to me. And whenever Ronaldo was there, I was like, okay, it's another kind of annoying filler episode because Ronaldo's here. And like, I don't hate Ronaldo, but also he started to like just like grate on me a little bit, you know. So I'm gonna say Ronaldo is above the elders. And then PD honestly is just forgettable because, like I said, the voice actor doesn't really show up after a few times. So I'm gonna put PD above Onion. I forget what your name is, but you are the son of Dewey. You're one of the cool kids. You're not my favorite of the cool kids. I think you're okay. I like that the cool kids are actually like good people at the end of the day. And so I'll probably put you there. Mayor Dewey. No longer Mayor. Mayor Dewey was, I don't know, a fun little character that's there sometimes. He tried his best, but I like that eventually when Nanafua becomes mayor, he's like, listen, I understand this for what's better, so I'm gonna let her win. I understand that she's going to be a better mayor. I like that he actually has character development, which was one of the last things I was expecting from him. So I'm gonna put him above these guys. Now we have the Maheshwarans. Mrs. Maheshwaran, Connie's mom, I think was pretty cool. I'll put you here. Mr. Maheshwaran was more forgettable because he's really only in like 2 episodes. But I'll still put him high-ish. I'll keep him in C. I'll keep him above Ronaldo. Jamie the mailman. I'm gonna be honest, Jamie. I didn't love you, mostly because you showed up to make like 2 filler episodes, and it was just like you're interesting enough, but you're like, eh. I probably liked you more than Ronaldo though, so sure. Oh, Kyle. Is your name Kyle? I think your name's Kyle. But then again, if it isn't, I don't care. Kyle is just the fucking rich kid that thinks he's better than everyone and is Stevani's main opponent, really. And, no, it's Kevin. Sorry, Kevin. Didn't mean to get your name wrong. Honestly, I'll put you down here above I'll put you above. At least you showed up more than, like, the Rose Quartzes, so I'll put you there. I don't remember what your name is, but you are Sadie's mom. And I think Sadie's mom was cool. I like that Sadie and her mom got to show an interesting dynamic in the show. And I think that she's like a bit of an overbearing parent sometimes, but still supportive. And I think that's cool. And I'll put her with the rest of the parents, but above them. Mr. Smiley. What's up, Mr. Smiley? You were, again, a filler episode character, but you were okay, and I'll just put you next to Kofi. Watermelon, Steven! Now we're getting serious. He's No, that's not true at all. But Watermelon Steven is pretty cool. I like that they actually use him several times, which is fun. I honestly... I like you more than some of the human characters. I'll put you above Jamie. These are Lars's parents. I think again they were literally only had, I think they only had voice lines in 1 episode. And so I'm gonna put them down here because they're more forgettable than the rest of the others. This is, I don't remember what your name is, but you're Steven's uncle. I was he's interesting because he shows up and you're like, oh, you're the stereotypical like racist, homophobic uncle. And then he actually kind of changes and is like, okay, and you're like, oh, not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting that. Still don't love him. I think he's only in like that one, only has voice lines in that one long episode. Maybe he shows up again. I don't remember though. But you hear, Mr. Frowny, you showed up one time for one filler episode and it was relatively forgettable. However, there. This is the pink-haired lady that is kind of hinted at that Pearl hits on her because she looks like Rose and she likes it and gives Pearl her number. I don't know, it was kind of a weird episode. Definitely just forgettable, but at least I do remember you, so I don't know here. The two humans from the human zoo that are memorable and have names that I forget. They're just like a letter and then a number. I don't know, I thought you were kind of fun. I'll put you here. The Cat Steven. It would be unfair of me to rank Cat Steven above Amethyst, Pearl, Ruby, and Sapphire because you're a cat and you're cute. I don't feel bad rating you next to Lion though. This is Shep, this is Sadie's non-binary partner, and I thought it was cool that we got a non-binary character in there, but also shows up one time, but is kind of, I mean, you can tell that they're a nice person, but it's like, you're, I don't, there. Cactus Steven, this is when the really future really starts showing off Steven's trauma and you're like, uh-oh, things are gonna get real bad here. Honestly, I liked you more than Obsidian. The Fry monster from like the first few episodes, I'll put you next to Petey, why not? Now these are just the zombie clusters from the hospital episode, so I'll just put them here. Now we have all the separate pebbles and I don't care about the individual ones, so I will just put the group one in there. And surprisingly, they're gonna go kind of highly because they are part of what is arguably my favorite Steven Universe song, Familiar. And so, because of that, they are going to go right behind Watermelon Steven. There's so many of these things that I don't care about at all. Bodyguard Ruby, I know that there are two of them, but I'll just put one of them on here and say sure. You know, I can put both of them. Why do I care? I'll rank the GOAT. I'll rank the fucking GOAT. That's a classic episode. It's a classic Steven Universe episode. This is from Giant Woman. I honestly, here, GOAT, you can go there. No, I'm just kidding. You can go there. You know, I'll rank Dogcopter. I'll put Dogcopter there. Watermelon Dog, I'll put you... Where was the Pumpkin Dog? Where did I put Pumpkin Dog? Up here? I don't think Watermelon Dog was as good, but I'll put Watermelon Dog next to Watermelon Steven. Are these from that one episode where Garnet's telling Steven a story? Really, I remember these three. Here, we'll do that. We have Onion's friends, which can go next to Onion. This is a thick list. There is a watermelon bird. That is true. There you go, watermelon bird. This is another plant, Steven. This is the cute plant from the Lapis episode. Anything else that I should be worried about? I remember this pufferfish enemy. There you go. Go up there. I remember these enemies as well. These corrupted guys. This, I think, is from the episode where Peridot tries to help capture one. And then I think that's that. Okay. Now for the important part. Now We have to figure out who is the best. My gut says Steven deserves to be the best, right? But also, I love Garnet and I love Peridot. I think objectively, it would be very hard for me to put Peridot in best, just because she's not around as often. I do think that she gets, probably next to Steven, some of the best character development of everything, of all of Steven Universe. I'm going to put Steven in the best because I feel like that's deserved. He is the main character. He is the name of the series, of the movie, everything. And he has great character development. He's made me cry the most out of anyone. He goes through so much fucking shit that he deserves it. I think this is where it should be. This is one long ass ranking. This is the thickest list. I think this is the most characters I've ranked. But here it is. I'm probably showing it on screen. It might be doing a scroll because it might have to. But thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you're having a fantastic day. If you have anything to say about my list, you're wrong. This is my opinion. I know I say you're wrong for believing otherwise, which you are, but that's a joke. It's not. And so if you want to come at me in the comments, but politely, kindly, just tell me, hey, here's what my list would have looked like. I would have had this person here or this person there. But I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.